Jesus won. Everyone. When Jesus won.
It's funny, you know, I was thinking, can we talk about blindness for
You can talk about anything you want, your show, you know that.
Oh, true.
He lost his sight before he was 7, and still went on to help the world see music differently. Before Ray Charles ever became a legend, before the Grammys, the sold-out tour, and the word genius, there was just a child learning how to survive and discovering that sound could become sight. This isn't just the story of a musician. It's the story of how soul music was born and how one man changed the emotional language of music forever. Childhood and blindness. Ray Charles Robinson was born on September 23, 1930, in Albany, Georgia. When he was still an infant, his family moved to Greenville, Florida, a small town where hardship was part of everyday life. By the age of 5, Ray had already found his way to a piano in a neighborhood cafe. Even before he could fully understand music, music had already found him. At 6 years old, Ray began to lose his eyesight, possibly due to glaucoma. By the time he was 7, he was completely blind. But blindness did not silence him. If anything, it sharpened his world. He learned to listen differently, to feel sound, to hear emotion in ways others never could. Ray later attended the Florida School for the Deaf and Blind in St. Augustine, where he studied classical music, piano, and composition. Music wasn't a hobby, it was survival. Tragedies struck early. His father died when Ray was 10. And when Ray was just 15, his mother died of cancer. With no parents left and no safety net, Ray made a choice that would define his life. He left school and decided to make music professionally. Early career and influences. In the late 1940s, Ray Charles emerged as a blues and jazz pianist, deeply influenced by the smooth, sophisticated style of Nat King Cole. But Ray didn't want to imitate anyone forever. He was learning, absorbing, preparing to become himself. In the early 1950s, he recorded songs like Mess Around and It Should Have Been Me, blending humor, rhythm, and raw energy. In 1953, his arrangement for guitar slims, The Things That I Used to Do, became a blues million-seller. The industry began to notice. Ray Charles wasn't just playing music. He was injecting emotion directly into every note. Breakthrough and Atlantic Records. By 1954, Ray had created something entirely new. He fused blues with gospel, mixed jazz timing with church emotion, and delivered it all through a voice that sounded rough, human, and real. That year, he signed with Atlantic Records, and everything changed. Songs like I've Got a Woman and Hallelujah, I Love You So became massive hits, driven by Ray's unmistakable, raspy voice. But the defining moment came in 1959. What I Say. The song topped the R&B charts and became Ray Charles's first million-selling record. It was bold, it was emotional, and it terrified radio stations because it sounded too honest. Ray Charles had crossed a line, and music would never go back. Genre-breaking impact. Ray Charles didn't believe in musical boundaries. His rhythmic piano playing revived the funky spirit of jazz. His arrangements brought gospel passion into secular music, and his voice made everything feel personal. In 1960, he crossed into pop music with Georgia on My Mind. In 1961, he followed it with Hit the Road, Jack. Then came the album that shocked the industry, Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music, 1962. a black blind soul artist, reimagining country music and selling over 1 million copies. Ray Charles proved something powerful. Genres are labels. Emotion is universal. Tour, films, and business. From 1955 onward, Ray Charles toured extensively across the United States and the world, performing with his big band and a gospel-style female backup group called the Raylettes. He appeared on television, worked in films like Ballad in Blue, 1964, and The Blues Brothers, 1980, and composed soundtracks. Ray also took control of his business. He founded Tangerine Records in 1962, and later Crossover Records in 1973, a rare move at the time that gave him creative independence, legacy, and honors. Over his lifetime, Ray Charles received 13 Grammy Awards, including a Lifetime Achievement Award in 1987. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1986, received a Kennedy Center honor, and was awarded the National Medal of Arts in 1993. His autobiography, Brother Ray, Ray Charles' Own Story, was published in 1978. In 2002, the U.S. Library of Congress added "What I Say" to the National Recording Registry, recognizing it as culturally, historically, and artistically significant. Closing. Ray Charles didn't just overcome blindness. He turned sound into vision, pain into power, and music into truth. He didn't follow genres. He created soul. And decades later, the world is still listening. Because some music entertains you. Some music changes you. Ray Charles did both, with nothing but his soul.
Just come to the outside of the door and just listen for a minute. And I have to admit, friends, I was shocked.